Welcome to Visa Everywhere Initiative Latin America and the Caribbean, an open innovation program that tasks startups and fintechs to solve the payment and commerce challenges of tomorrow. Today's participants are the top startups out of over 300 applicants recruited across the region. These finalists will compete to represent Latin America and the Caribbean in the Visa Everywhere Initiative 2021 Global Edition Finals, where Visa will award a total of $100,000 in prizes. To select our winner, we have a robust panel of judges representing the startup community and Visa. It's time to kick off Visa Everywhere Initiative Latin America and the Caribbean. Here's your host, Abadesing Osunsade, founder and CEO, Hustle Crew, VP Global Community and Belonging, Brandwatch and co-host of the Techish podcast.
Hi everyone, my name is Abadesi and I'll be your host for the Latin America and the Caribbean Visa Everywhere Initiative 2021. We are excited to have you tune in today. Visa has selected an impressive cohort of startups and fintechs, all of which are doing groundbreaking work in the region. These companies are poised to change the world of payments and solve the challenges of tomorrow. Now, I want to introduce our esteemed judges. Elena Romero, CFO and SVP, Visa LAC. Jose Francisco Marta Gonzalez, Director General de Negocios Digitales, Banorte. Romina Seltzer, SVP Products and Innovation, Visa LAC. And Annabelle Perez, President and CEO, Novo Payment. We're excited for you to join us today. And next, I'll be introducing our 5 finalists. Clarissa Joelle of Vaki. Alexandra Liozzi of Remessa Online, Nick Grassi of Finerio Connect, Anna Masakana of Satoshi Tango, and Joelle Davlovski of Quash. Let's give a big virtual round of applause for our judges and finalists. How will today work? Each of our 5 finalists will have 4 minutes to pitch, followed by 4 minutes of Q&A with our judges. Startups will be judged on challenge fit and pitch presentation, Visa partnership opportunity, desirability and uniqueness, feasibility of product solution, and added value. Once all startups have pitched, the judges will deliberate privately and select the winner, who will receive $10,000 in prize money. The winner will also be guaranteed a spot in the Visa Everywhere Initiative Global Finals for the chance to win up to $100,000 in total prizes. The Global Finals will be live streamed globally on TechCrunch on September 14. For those of you in the audience today, your votes will decide the audience favorite winner, who will receive $10,000. After all 5 startups have pitched, a link and QR code to the voting page will pop up on screen, along with instructions on how to place your vote. You will have 2 minutes to cast your vote, so stay ready. I also want to give a warm welcome to Pedro Conrad, founder Neon. Neon's mission is to unite technology and design to redesign and simplify people's financial experience. While judges are deliberating later in the show, we will hear from Pedro about Neon's work in Brazil, facilitated by Maria Mercado, Product Analyst, Digital Partnerships, FinTech and Ventures, Visa LAC. We have a very special guest joining us today, Eduardo Coelho, Regional President, Visa Latin America and the Caribbean. At the end of the show, Eduardo will announce the winners. Now, let's get to the pitches. Now more than ever, we're looking for ways to create an impact in the communities that we really care about. And that's why I'm so excited about this first pitch. So let's welcome Raissa Joelle of Vaki, the crowdfunding platform for developing countries.
Hi, I'm Raissa, co-founder and COO of Vaki, the crowdfunding platform that is democratizing funding in Latin America. Today, I'm not here to tell you all the problems financing in Latin America have. I'm here to tell you how through crowdfunding, people in Latin America can actively collaborate and fund their community. Meet Edwin, a 22-year-old Colombian. The day before the COVID quarantine started in Bogota, Edwin realized that the man that took care of his bike outside his university would have no income or food for as long as the city was closed. So he decided to open his first Vaki. Creating his Vaki was easy, and with our automatic verification system, he started receiving support from his community in just a few minutes. Also, our system reviewed all supports received by his Vaki, offering him the trust he needed. In a matter of hours, he got to his first goal and expanded his mission to help other families. He cashed out the money collected in his bank account and spent his quarantine buying and delivering food and biosecurity implements to hundreds of families. He also documented and uploaded all information about his deliveries and the money spent through his Vaki. And Edwin is not alone. 80% of millennials and centennials believe in their power to impact their community, twice the percentage in other continents. Thanks to creators like Edwin, more than 20,000 Vakis have been created and 250,000 supports received, and we are now available in all Latin America and the Caribbean. Vaki understood the differentiators from the crowdfunding market in Latin America and have grown 550% in the last 2 years, becoming the fast-growing crowdfunding platform in the continent. And that because Vaki is crowdfunding as a service. We are the technology behind funding, with different brands to each crowdfunding need. We are looking forward to use CyberSource to give even more trust to the crowdfunding ecosystem in Latin America. With this anti-fraud system, we could reduce time spent reviewing manually transactions and scale even faster to other markets, as well as reduce credit card fraud costs to our company. CyberSource would help cash in from Vakers. And with Visa credentials and API, we could give creators like Edwin a more transparent way to cash out the funds received. This would impact on how they spend the money collected and create trust to his campaigns and thousands of others to come. No cash, full trust. These two integrations can be done this year. Can you imagine the impact on these young activist creators? What about their communities? But this will be just the beginning. In the long term, we hope that people will talk about their impact as they talk about their achievements and investment. That everyone could have an impact dashboard and convert the money they spend in impact in their communities. We know this is the new mindset millennials and centennials have, and we will be the pioneers implementing it in Latin America and the Caribbean. So Visa, are you ready to join the Vaki power and give citizens even more power? Thank you very much.
Wow, thank you, Raissa. That was incredible. I especially loved the impact dashboard. I'm someone that spends a lot of time investing in campaigns really close to my heart. And the idea of turning that into data that helps me show where my money's going is so exciting. But now let's go over to our judges for the Q&A. Elena, any questions for Raissa?
Hello, thank you. Great pitch. Yeah, quick question. Could you tell us a bit about your revenue model? So how the profitability of your platform?
Sure. Thank you, Elena, for the question. We charge a fee of 6% of each transaction received by our platform. And we also charge a setup fee for our Vaki sites. And soon we will offer to other services to our creators so we can help their Vakis being even more successful.
Thank you.
Thanks, Elena and Raissa. Jose Francisco, any questions for Raissa?
Yeah, thank you. Congratulations. Great pitch. One single question. You talk about Vaki as a service. So that's working for different companies. It's independent from the Vaki site or for the Vaki API.
Right now, we have a lot of NGOs, communities, and social enterprise that are using our Vaki sites. So they have their own space in Vaki, for instance, techo.vaki.co. And in this website, they have all their campaigns from their community, and they can have all kinds of campaigns, sponsor ones, impact ones, and they centralize all their funding needs in these sites.
Incredible to have such reach across businesses as well. So, Romina, any questions about Vaki?
Hi, Raisa. I was wondering if you can tell us a bit more about the key metrics that you track as a measure of success of your company.
Sure, Romina. Thanks for your question. Right now, our lifetime value is 4 times our CAC for creators and 5 times for Vackers. Vackers are the supporters. And each Vacker does for year 1.5 supports in our platform. And we have also really high NPS. We have an 80 NPS for creators and a 75 for Vackers. And the average support in our platform is $25.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow, I was knocked out by those NPS scores. Amazing. Annabelle, any questions for Raisa?
Sure, congratulations, an amazing initiative. I would like to learn more about your go-to-market strategy. How do you reach your key audiences?
Sure. Right now, our go-to-market strategy is teaching about crowdfunding. We understand that a lot of people in Latin America doesn't know what crowdfunding is or how to use it. And the way we're doing it is simplifying. We do not use crowdfunding, the name in English. We use the local names, so vacas, chanchitos, depending on the country that we are in. And we also have a program that is teaching crowdfunding. We call it Ambassadors Vaki. So we teach young people about crowdfunding so they can become ambassadors and receive a small fee for bringing and helping creators and Vakis. And also we have a network effect that we create with our product that is really important for us. So when you support, we also share the support in social media so more people can trust the campaigns and also give their supports.
I love that. Definitely leverage those network effects. I'm going to make sure that once I'm a backer, I'll be sharing on socials as well. Well done, Raisa. And thank you so much to our wonderful judges. Please remember to vote. As a business owner myself, I know how important it is to receive my payments from other businesses as quickly as possible and with the lowest fees. This is why I'm really excited to hear about this next pitch. Let's give a big welcome to Alexandra Liuzzi of Remessa Online, Brazil's first cross-border payments platform.
Hello everyone, I'm Alexandre Liuzzi, co-founder of MS Online, and our mission is to connect companies and individuals in Brazil with the rest of the world. So every year, more than 250,000 small businesses in Brazil, they are looking to do global business. They want to connect with the rest of the world. They transact over $300 billion per year, and this presents a revenue opportunity of $8 to $12 billion. And those companies are changing with the new economy. They're challenging financial borders. So talking about streamers, developers, YouTubers, and small service providers. They're born global and they want to access the economies around the world. But they are almost unable to access those global markets because of the bureaucracy of the traditional financial institutions. It takes 2 to 3 weeks to do an onboarding with a lot of manual process. The cost per transactions gets up to 5% with hidden fees, and also takes 2 to 3 days to settle the transaction. So there's a slow settlement with almost 5% error mistakes and no traceability nor payment status to those customers. So our infrastructure allows for a seamless cross-border payment experience. We're very focused in the customer-centric platform, in customer experience, and we develop a modular pricing structure with automated KYC and monitoring procedures, our own proprietary payment network to enable real-time transaction tracking, but also allowing to create a seamless integration between global partners and banks around the world. So we're able to use our infrastructure to connect companies in Brazil with companies around the world so they can do B2B transactions in an easier way, removing friction of cross-border transactions. So we have removed the bureaucracy to a same-day online onboarding. We have reduced almost 50% the cost per transactions to less than 2% without any hidden fees. And we are also able to settle this transaction in the same day, and we are working to instant settlement with less than 1% errors in our transactions. That's why we became the largest online platform in Brazil for companies and individuals. We have over 500,000 annualized transactions, with more than 135,000 active customers transacting over $1.6 billion. And that's why we have been growing our revenues in 121% per year since 2017. And we want to change those processes and change the way the cross-border payments are made, creating a world without financial frontiers together with Visa. That's why we want to connect with Visa Direct and B2B Connect, transforming the cross-border experience. So using our decision engine that routes the transaction per ticket size, settlement price, settlement time, and price, choosing smaller tickets to be pushed to Visa Direct directly to the customer's credit card, and the larger tickets using the B2B Connect for a faster settlement. Also, we want to enable Visa to have direct access to small businesses in Brazil through the network of networks. So using our own network, connecting with Visa networks, routing the transactions with fewer intermediaries, more traceability, and faster settlement. So small businesses in Brazil, they can do global business one click away, creating a 100% digital process, expanding the network faster and cheaper for our customers. But we won't stop there. Our customers want more. They want more than just money transfers. They want global financial services. So our vision is to connect payroll, supplier payments together with a global collection and wallet for our small customers, and enable hedge and credit services that are limited to only large corporations will be now available for small businesses so they can actually become global. Thank you very much.
Now let's turn to our amazing judges for the Q&A. Jose Francisco, let's start with you. Any questions for Alexander?
Yeah, thank you.
Great.
Yeah, thank you. Great presentation, Alexander. I have a couple of questions. One, I'm not clear on your priority of the business. Is business to business, business to persons, persons to persons? And the second question is, how risky do you see the anti-money laundering regulation or prevent money laundering?
Thank you, Jose. Very good questions. In terms of focus, we're very focused in B2B transactions now. We started off doing individual transactions. So we're a platform that enables both individuals and companies to transact, but we have been growing a lot in the B2B segment, and that's where we know there is a huge opportunity, over $300 billion being transacted only in the B2B space with a lot of friction. So that's our focus. And in terms of the KYC and ML, we spend a lot of time with our own technology to create processes that follow the regulations in Brazil. So we have an online onboarding, but we do all the checks necessary. So we have a proprietary system that checks and validates over 7 different databases to provide the security necessary for the transactions. And also we continue to monitoring the behavior of our customers after the transaction is done. So we are very confident that we're able to create a solution that is faster for our customers, but is also safer in terms of KYC and ML.
Thank you.
Fantastic answer. Romina, any questions for Alexander?
Thank you, Alexandre. Hi, it was a great pitch. I'm wondering if you can tell us a bit more on how you're developing that international network of partners across the world, and who are some of them?
Thank you very much, Romina. So we have been doing integrations directly with PSPs around the world, where we do have our system routing the transactions directly to them. In that way, we're able to have not only the tracking of the transaction, So we give visibility to our customers, but we're also able to settle the transaction not only the same day, but we're also offering less than 2 hours transactions for a couple of regions. So through those partnerships that we're looking for long-term partnerships, and also through our own proprietary partnerships and structures, we are increasing this network in order to provide for border services for our customers.
Okay, thank you. Good answer.
Yeah, absolutely. Less than 2 hour settlements. Hello. Okay, Annabelle, any questions about Remessa Online?
Yes, congratulations, Alexandre. Great opportunity ahead of you. I'm a strong believer of the B2B space. I would like to learn from you what are the main challenges you're facing, technical challenges to scale?
Good questions, Annabelle. First, we need to develop a lot of the technology part. So those are the main challenges we have, because we want to create a truly scalable process and we want to provide for the best experience for our customers. So in the beginning, we had to develop the platform that would enable the same day onboarding, but also, as Jose asked, compliant with all the regulatory procedures. So we do have to build the product as we grow and continue to invest in the infrastructure to allow for the same day settlement to happen with those transactions in a secure way. So this all resumes into people, having the right people on board, having a fantastic team that allows us to create the solution in terms of product. Because once we have this experience online, customers are coming in. There is a pent-up demand. They're not able to do this transaction with the financial. So we're basically, we haven't even invested in marketing, but we're seeing a lot of growth in the B2B just from recommendations month to month or organic volumes.
Wonderful. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure hearing more about Remessa, and thank you so much to our amazing judges. Please remember to vote. Like many consumers, I'm always looking for the best deal when it comes to a credit card or a bank account, and open banking helps us do that. That's why I'm really excited to hear more from this next startup. Please welcome our next finalist, Nick Grassi of Finario Connect, Latin America's first all-in-one API for open banking and personal finance management.
Hi, my name is Nick Grassi. I'm the co-founder and co-CEO at Finario Connect. Latin American fintech is booming. As many of you know, it's growing over 30% year over year, making it one of the fastest growing regions in the world. And both fintechs and financial institutions have to start to differentiate themselves, because we're also moving from a pre-open banking world to a post-open banking world in Latin America, where institutions are starting to share information between banks and fintechs and vice versa. And many more people are starting to become included in the financial services sector than they were before. And our story actually started some of this movement. In 2018, we launched the first personal finance management application that was totally automated and linked with open banking. We became the fourth most downloaded fintech between 2018 and 2019. We had over 300,000 users, and we're saving users over $40 million a year when we decided to open up our technology to any financial institution and fintech that wanted to take advantage of this via our B2B API solution. So we're creating Latin America's new data-driven financial API experience. We provide open finance, connecting to any institution in the region, data processing to clean up that data and standardize it and make it useful, and 3, personal finance management to allow the user to do what they wish with that new information. And you're able to personalize your services and get ahead of your competition utilizing any of our APIs or SDKs. We can create things like personalized offers, loan approvals, robo-advisors, and many other things to create differentiated and value-add products. We take complex data and we make it very simple. For instance, we work with Nubank, the largest bank, neobank in the world, to be able to link in other institutions' data and simplify that data to be able to come up with a credit score and make credit decisions instantly. We have over 50 signed clients already after just 1 year of launching our B2B services, including some of the leading institutions in Latin America, like the largest 401k holder in the region, the largest personal finance application in the region, and the largest neobank. We're growing over 15% month over month. Together with Visa, we want to create modern and innovative services for issuers. We want to combine our ability to connect data points along with Visa's ability to have card functionality and payment infrastructure to create new products and services for issuers. Finerio and Visa can be the one-stop shop for financial APIs. Via the Visa Developer Center, we can combine lots of our APIs together to work together in harmony, such as the Visa Offers and Benefits API, along with Visa Transaction Controls to better personalize personal finance experiences. And we can move open banking from read-only to read-write, taking the information that we have and pushing payments over Visa Direct rails. We can start to reduce fraud for issuers by having people link their accounts and their IDs, start to increase revenues by increasing cross-selling, start to increase top-of-wallet preference by enabling personal finance management tools on Visa cards, and many others. We're building the brains of financial services in Latin America, from personal finance management to embedded finance to payments and credit decisioning. We want to co-create the future with Visa. Thank you.
Well done, Nick. Now, let's hear from our judges. Annabelle, I'd love to start with you. Any questions for Nick?
Yes, congratulations, Nick, for all your achievement. I would like to learn how regulation impact your business, and also how do you take care of integrity due to the fact that you, at the core of your business, is around data?
Yeah, great questions. So to start around the data integrity, we follow a lot of PCI protocols. Everything is encrypted end to end, and we've actually passed a lot of different security measures and tests, including ethical hacking and things along those lines. And then along the regulation lines, we work very closely actually with a lot of regulators in many different countries. So we operate in 3 different Latin American countries right now. We work closely with all the regulators there. Essentially, we're running off of the personal data laws as of right now, while open banking laws are being passed and being considered in these countries. So personal data laws really revolve around the ability of the user to share their data, and that the data is indeed theirs. So that is really kind of how we operate in a legal framework.
Thanks for that insight, Nick. Now, Elena, any questions for Nick?
Thank you, Nick. Great job. Could you help us understand a bit of where are you mainly focusing in terms of your revenue opportunity and your opportunity for growth? You have a great diverse set of offerings, so help us. So what's your plan in terms of where you guys are focusing?
Yeah, good question. So right now we're very focused on the open banking opportunity, but we know that, you know, long term there's lots of things in the value chain that can kind of link into that, right? So underneath all that data, there's lots of opportunity for things like credit scoring, income prediction, ID verification, and as we kind of move into the next era, things like embedded finance, to be able to actually put in offers within APIs. And the next step that next major step that we're kind of looking to take, and partially with Visa, is moving open banking from read-only to read-write, as I mentioned. So I think payments starting to push over payments over those rails is really something that's very interesting for us long term. But right now we're very focused on open banking and personal finance management.
Thank you.
Incredible. And 2 very important spaces. Okay, our next judge, Jose Francisco, any questions for Nick?
Yeah, thank you. Congratulations, Nick. One question. You are based on the high leverage that open banking gives you to integrate the different information, but in which moment do you think this can be also a threat once the banks are using the open banking so they can also integrate that information from other institutions?
Yeah. So I mean, I think that the focus for us is really on the quality of connections. So in general, we have a 98% success rate when we connect. And even APIs, when they're first released, especially in the first few years, are generally pretty are somewhat unreliable. So we've seen this happen in Europe in a similar environment where regulation is passed, that those players don't necessarily stop using their own proprietary algorithms to get the data. So we see a similar pattern probably developing in Latin America, where we're still going to have to rely a lot on our own internal systems to get data, even when APIs are released. And then, if there are APIs that are, high quality and they work well, we work with those perfectly fine. In fact, we already do that with a couple different banks. But the idea is to essentially add value to that. So things like cleaning up the data, credit scoring the data, and being able to kind of create personal finance experiences around that is really something that we think is going to be one of the future movements of open banking in Latin America.
Well, thank you, Nick. And of course, thank you to our amazing judges. Judges, please remember to vote. Now, in a world where the interest rates on savings have been less than exciting, I must confess I have become a crypto head. It's one of the few things in my portfolio that's actually growing, albeit in a volatile way. Needless to say, I'm really, really excited to hear more about this next startup. So let's please give a big welcome to Ana Masakane of Satoshi Tango. With Satoshi Tango, you can save, invest, and do business with cryptocurrencies.
Hi, I'm Ana Masakane. I'm the CMO of Satoshi Tango. We bridge the crypto fiat world and centralize consumer financial life. We were born 7 years ago in Argentina. We have operations in Chile, Peru, Brazil. We give services to 93 countries, and we are going to be established by the end of this year in Nigeria, Kenya, Colombia, and Mexico. The emerging markets are a huge opportunity for fintech. 69% of the transactions are made in cash. 45% of LATA models don't have access to a bank account. And 102% of the population have a SIM card, making mobile phones a fundamental tool for accessing services and connect. So, how do we tackle financial inclusion and give freedom to our users? This is Mariano. He's Venezuelan living in Argentina. He's married. He got a job as a delivery boy and became part of the informal economy. He can't open a bank account, but he doesn't mind because he has Satoshi Tango. He registered with his data, he protected his account, and completed our KYC process. In the back, we run a lot of policies and procedures to make secure the operation. We do operations limits and risk assessment procedures. We have anti-money laundering policies, and we monitor transactions all the time. We have 800,000 users that are very diverse, and they go from freelancers to CEOs. We made last year more than a million transactions worth $450 million. We have more than 15 partnerships with banks and payment processors. But what does Mariano see when he opens his app? He can load money in Argentine pesos, of course. He can do it right now through a bank account or in the local store in cash through Pago Fácil or Mercado Pago. He can see his movements. He can pay bills or buy a gift card or send money to his mom in Venezuela through a transfer. He can buy crypto. Hey, he has some Bitcoins. He can use our investment tools as margin tradings or yielding or ask for a loan. And all of this with a transaction fee started at 1%. Each time that he moves from crypto to fiat or fiat to crypto or decides to invest, we charge him with a transaction fee. What about withdrawal? Well, nowadays, the only thing he can do to take the money out of the app is just transfer it to a bank account or go to a Mercado Pago and local store and take it in cash. This is why making a partnership with Visa is so huge for us and so important. 92% of our clients want a Visa card. He could have a Visa prepaid card to be charged with the money, with the pesos in his balance, or Visa Direct to buy coffee, go to the market, take a cab, and he can even get cashback in crypto each time he uses his Visa prepaid card. He can pay to his landlord with Visa Direct, or even better, when he's working, he could be getting his wages instantly through Visa Direct in his Visa prepaid card by Satoshi Tango. So we are witnesses a profound change in the world on how people, companies, and countries relate to each other in a new economy. We provide a hub for your financial life 24/7 just for your cell phone. This is financial inclusion, and in this world, that is freedom. Thank you.
What an incredible pitch. And I love that financial inclusion is freedom. I agree, Anna. Now, let's hear from the judges. Elena, any questions for Anna?
Hello, thank you. Great pitch. A couple questions.
Hi.
First, generally, what has been, and you're in so many countries, which is great expansion, and what has been your customer acquisition strategy? And also, given all the recent, incredible press on crypto and all that stuff, how has that impacted your business? Because it seems like you have many other offerings that have nothing to do with crypto, but now with the rise in popularity of crypto, what impacts have you seen on your business from that?
Actually, we're in the business for 7 years by now, and our main business has been cryptocurrency. And we saw in these years that our users take the money to buy crypto and leave it in the platform. So we started offering them different services. And where expansion has much to do with understanding the needs of the investors in each country. So when we land in a new country, we establish as a company, we have our own country manager who understands the user, who understands the needs, how they invest, how they save money, what do they do with the money. We have our customers is just the person that has at least $10 to invest. And we see crypto as one of the many tools that you have to invest your money and to see it grow.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Okay, let's move on to Jose Francisco. Any questions for Anna?
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Anna. Congratulations. Great pitch.
Thank you.
A couple of questions. Your plan is to grow based on organic growth. In organic growth, are you planning some alliances, some I don't know if acquisitions is the right spot, but alliances on one, that's one. And the other is, you were talking about entering in new countries. How are you seeing the risk of the different regulation in the countries about open banking and about the cryptocurrencies? The different central banks have different levels of and different ideas for their own cryptocurrency.
Of course, great question. Well, let's tackle part by part. In the first time, the first thing that we do is that when we go to a country, we first understand the country, understand their policies, their economics, how the population is built, how many levels they have, and how many people is able to invest. And in order to, we establish a company in each of the countries, so we apply to all the regulations that the country has. So in that way, one of the things that we evaluate to be in a new country is the regulations they have, the different issues they have with cryptocurrency or not. Mostly cryptocurrency is not regulated yet. And we are working in lots of these countries with the regulators to have a regulation, because we understand that it needs to have some kind of regulation. But cryptocurrency is open money. We actually wouldn't need to have a company in a country to expand to that country, because you can enter our platform with crypto, or you can transfer from other wallets. So the thing is that we establish in different countries to give the users the opportunity to start to enter the crypto world with their own fiat money.
Okay, next, Romina, any questions for Anna?
Hola, Anna, great pitch. My question relates to your measures on your customers' activation and frequency of use, and if you have any feedback from them on your product.
Yes, of course. As I was telling before, the main part of our strategy is our users. So each time we need to develop service or launch new or add a new cryptocurrency to the platform, we are always in touch with our users. So one of the main things for us is understanding how the user moves and what the user needs in each geography.
How exciting. Thank you so much, Anna. And of course, thank you, judges. Please remember to vote. We all know that accessing credit is a privilege that many people around the world just cannot afford. So I'm really, really excited to hear more from this startup. Let's have a huge welcome for our last startup pitching today. That is Joelle Davlovski of Quash. They are using AI to increase credit approvals without increasing risk.
Hi everyone, my name is Joelle Davlovski. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Quash. We're making it extremely easy for financial institutions to increase credit originations to their underserved but credit-worthy applicants. Because there's a massive digital acceleration, more people need access to credit and they need it fast. According to the IMF, 500 million Latin Americans lack access to affordable credit. But by processing their digital data footprints, today, at least half of them are ready to have access to credit. This means 250 million more cards. In Quash, we're leading these efforts and have already tested the value of more than 1,000 data sources across many financial products. Let me show you the example of Credit Broker, a motorcycle lender in Honduras, who increased to 40% more originations using Quash. Before using us, they were rejecting 70% of their applicants. Since the explosion of new data sources just happened very recently, the existing methods that credit risk directors were using to test the value that these new data sources bring were slow and inefficient. So we started taking datasets that existed in the past but were not usable to measure the ability and willingness to pay back a loan. For example, someone who recharges his top-up telecom minutes once a month or buys frequently on a delivery app have lower probability of default. Additionally to processing Credit Broker's internal data, we also connected them with data providers, which include firmographic, metadata, psychometric, 12 open banking data providers, and many more. It's privacy compliant since borrowers provide the explicit consent to use their data in an anonymous way. So depending on each credit risk director's risk appetite and using our software as a service artificial intelligence platform, they start testing budgets using our A/B testing campaign method. Once they see that there's no additional risk, it's a total of all campaigns by leveraging our auto machine learning recommendations that ultimately gives them a lift in credit originations. For Credit Broker, it only took a simple API connection to plug with Quash, following the exactly same process they used when connecting their internal model with their credit bureau. It's not only simple and fast to go live, but the UX is truly user-friendly. And that's how Credit Broker achieved a 40% lift in originations. We have 30 customers that also have done it. For Banco Azteca, one of the 10 largest banks in Mexico, did it for consumer loans. Banco del Pacifico did it for credit cards, and Banco Ademi did it for microloans. Our customers truly love us. Additionally to providing real-time decisions in an omni-channel way, we're flexible to adapt to all new data sources that are coming in the next years. Quash is financial inclusion at its heart. The opportunity is huge. As of today, we have processed 36 million loans worth $6 billion. For Visa issuers, this means accelerating its engagement goal worth 1 trillion credit card loan opportunities. For Visa issuers to start using Quash, they can go live in as low as 5 days, and they can start seeing new borrowers paying on time in as low as 90 days. In short, for Visa issuers, bringing Quash is a win for everyone. Issuers will be providing more credit to more people, 250 million people that are credit worthy based on these data sources, but likely never had a credit card, will start using their Visa credit card to transact digitally and securely. With this, we expect Visa to see a higher transaction volume as more issuers deploy Quash. We have done it in LATAM for financial institutions. We can do it for merchants and also for fintechs. Now, let's take it global together. Thank you.
What a fantastic pitch. Thanks, Joelle. Now let's get to the Q&A. I would love to start with Annabelle. Any questions for Joelle?
Yes, congratulations for your amazing company, Joelle. I agree with you. There's a huge opportunity out there, and it's everything about increasing the pipeline. So I would like to learn from you, how's your approach to market?
So we go to market with 3 different strategies. The first one is a sales acceleration growth hacking, where we do some sort of digital advertising campaigns focused specifically on credit risk directors like LinkedIn and so on. We also have 50 partners that we integrate with them, giving them huge incentives to accelerate to accelerate our vision fast. And then we also are being sponsor of the top 6 conferences in Latin America for banks and fintechs, including, we all know who are they, right?
Excellent. Thank you.
Thanks to you both. Elena, any questions for Joelle?
Hello, thank you. Great concept. Definitely fills a big need. Could you tell us a bit about your revenue model, how that works, and also related, when you work with your clients, is there a feedback loop to go back and see how at the end the loans that they were able to originate and the increase have performed, et cetera, and that feedback loop for you so you can be constantly testing your data sources, et cetera?
Thank you so much for the question. So basically, we charge based on API calls. So the number of borrowers that they want us to recommend them, if they should approve them or not, the higher the volume they pass to us, the higher the price they pay. Now, the second question is basically on the performance, right? So ultimately, the goal for all of these credit risk directors is to assign a specific budget, a minimum budget, in order to allow the loan to happen that with the least risk possible, and then wait after the grace period, 3 months, 4 months. And if they were expecting 70% of the individuals to pay on time, and with Quash 80 or 90% paid on time, they now get more confidence because we're talking about credit risk. So initially they start with 4 campaigns, and then they get more granular, and some of them are running more than 100 campaigns. So the idea is to, once we move forward to more granularity, we will achieve in the future credit personalization.
Thank you.
Amazing. I think we have time maybe for one quick question. Romina, did you have one for Joelle?
Sure. Hi, Joelle, and congratulations on your accomplishments with Quash. Wondering, how did your team come together and how large it is?
Awesome. Thank you so much. So initially, so we have 25 members. Initially, we brought the experience of members in the data science team that worked with Cabbage, PayPal, Venmo in the US for 10 years testing alternative data for credit. And then we decided to bring huge talent, like, for example, experienced analytics directors that manage the region globally. And so half of our team, it's pure data scientists, and then the rest as any business, marketing and operations, customer success, and so on.
Great, thank you.
Thank you so much, Joelle. And also thank you so much to our judges. Judges, please remember to vote. Thank you, startups, for those great pitches. Now, audience members, check out the link on your screen to vote for your favorite startup. The startup with the most votes will win $10,000 in prize money. You have 2 minutes to vote. And remember to come back to listen to Pedro Condal, founder, Neon. While judges deliberate, we have a special guest. A warm welcome to Pedro Conrad, founder Neon. To interview Pedro today is Visa's Maria Mercado, product analyst, digital partnerships, fintech and ventures, Visa LAC. Over to you, Maria and Pedro.
Thank you, Avadesi. Hello, everyone. Today we're here with Pedro. Pedro, hey, how's it going?
I'm fine, thanks. Pleasure to be here.
Great. Pedro is co-founder of Neon. And so I'm just going to go ahead and get started with the questions. Pedro, tell us a little bit about how Neon was born, maybe the void that you were seeking to fill in the Brazilian market and how that business model looks.
Perfect. So Neon was founded 5.5 years ago from a client perspective. Brazil is the most expensive country in the world to have a bank account. And at that time, there were no digital banks offering free service, digital accounts, free of charge. And so we decided to start offering a better financial product to the underserved in Brazil. We started from the digital account, and then after a while, we started to offer also credit cards, savings, personal loan, private period loan, things that would support people to bring their primary relationship to Neon.
Awesome. No, I mean, that's definitely something that was needed, right, in the market specifically. So what makes Neon different from the rest of the neobanks in Brazil or even in the rest of the region?
Perfect. I think great question. Actually, the way we think about serving, usually banks, they want to get the best clients of all the segments. And the way we think is from a different perspective. We want to be so efficient in the cost of serving that any client will be considered a good client, right? So our clients, they have lower margin, they have lower average income. So the way we try to serve them is by understanding their needs, helping them to build for the first time their credit score, their financial history, and support them all through this journey, help them to save the first time in their life. Instead of only trying to bring the best clients, we try to make everyone become a best client.
Definitely. No, that definitely is a huge, differentiator between you guys. So being part of this whole innovation and maybe even disruption in this segment, what comes to mind when you hear the word cryptocurrency?
It's definitely a revolution, right? And the way we see this, we are close to some companies that are disrupting the market with this, but we're not sure yet how this will affect everyday digital banking experience. So we want to be a first mover in this, but we're still not there yet.
Definitely. Yeah, I think you described it perfectly, a revolution, right? So let's discuss a little bit about Neon plus Visa. Can you tell us a little bit about our work together over the years and how our partnership has progressed over time?
Sure. I'm always super grateful to Visa, because we're the first digital bank in the country. You had to build a lot of things that people never built before. So, and Visa supported us doing this. So we launched the first Withdrawal card in the country, the first digital account, we were the first one to replace signature by a biometric authentication. This wouldn't be possible if Visa was not supporting this. So I'm always grateful for them to believe in a 23 years old entrepreneur that at that time had no idea what we were about to getting into, but they were really supportive, and here we are.
Yeah, definitely. So in the interest of time, I want to ask you one more question, and that is, what is an advice or tip that you would give to a new fintech that's just starting off here in LAC?
Okay, great. I think just start it. Stop thinking a lot and just start doing things. Like at the beginning, when I started this, I never imagined that in a such short period of time we would have like 12 million clients. But if you think that far in other problems you're going to face, you never start it. So step by step, one challenge at a time, and you get there. So just start it. Bring the best people you know close to you, and just do it.
Definitely. Thank you, Pedro. I think we have time for one more question. If you could describe innovation in just one word, what would you say?
Fearless. I think you need to be fearless,
Definitely, definitely. Well, Pedro, I want to say thank you so much for having this fireside chat with us today. Um, it's a pleasure to have you be part of the Visa Everywhere initiative. And I think we can close it out. So back to you, Awadesi.
Thank you, Pedro and Maria, for that super interesting discussion. Now, welcome back to our 5 finalists and our special guest, Eduardo Coelho, Regional President of Latin America and the Caribbean, who will announce our winners today. Before we announce the overall winner, the audience also has a say in the outcome. Thanks so much to everyone out there for your votes. The audience favorite will receive $10,000 in prize money. Eduardo, over to you to announce the audience favorite.
Thank you, Vedesi. Thank you very much to all of you and the ones who are connected through the TechCrunch and also directly from the Visa Payments Forum. Thanks for all of your involvement and the votes. I'm having here, let's say, a kind of a digital envelope that I will open right now when Avaresi sends me the winner and the audience favorite. While I'm receiving the winner of this prize, let me highlight that out of this event, we received 380 applications or presentations from different fintechs in LAC, and there is a great number coming from the audience because you are also exposing yourself and also making public inroads into the investment community. So thank you very much for that. Seems like I'm getting the winner here. So playing some drums. And the audience favorite is for Alex from Remesa Online. Congratulations, Alex.
Thank you very much, Eduardo.
Wow. Congratulations, Alexandra. How are you feeling?
Hi, I'm very happy for that. Also very happy for everyone who voted in Remessa Online, and most importantly for the team of Remessa Online. It's only possible to be here because of the 300 people that we have building this amazing future for B2B companies. So thank you for Remessa team for the opportunity to be here.
Oh, that's incredible.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Now, what we've all been waiting for, the overall winner announcement. This startup will receive $10,000 in prize money and will be guaranteed a spot in the global finals, where Visa is giving $100,000 in total prizes. So, Eduardo, back over to you to announce the judge's decision.
Thank you, Vadesi. And let me tell you, I'm really impressed with the quality of your presentations, the thoroughness of your business, but more than that, with the solutions that you are going to be providing to the LAC markets. Latin America and the Caribbean continues to be a region where we might have been behind in some of the financial services product platforms, but now because of technology, we are catching up very fast. And when I see your presentations, I mean, from expanding credit, providing crypto capabilities, also access to some information, and all the solutions that you have provided, I mean, it's impressive to see how fast the ecosystem, the payments ecosystem, is moving in Latin America. That really, really motivates us at Visa to continue having this close engagement with all of the fintech community, but especially with you, the finalist of the Visa Everywhere initiative in 2021. I'm pretty sure that you have already heard this number, but I want to highlight it again. Out of the 5 versions that we have had of the Visa Everywhere initiative around the world, our finalists have already raised over $2.5 billion in investment in the different ideas. So that means that if we continue doing this, we are attracting more investment to the region, and we will continue expanding these capabilities to the consumers. I want to thank also the judges who have been putting a lot of effort to understand your ideas and who are also bringing their best feedback possible to select one winner. We want to take one. It has been very hard because the 5 ideas are great. And actually, the one representing us at a global level will do also a very, very good job. But we need to pick one So we need to continue with a program. So data has become a very relevant topic in Latin America. We know that having more data is allowing us to build better underwriting systems. We are able to get closer to underserved segments. We can also provide more visibility to other companies, other platforms and industries to provide better solutions to the consumers. So taking in all of this in consideration, and also knowing that the traditional banking systems are there, but they need to also have more connectivity to other platforms and all the API-based solutions that you are providing, all the different models connected to different of the legacy systems and traditional players are really expanding the ecosystem. So with all of that, we have selected, or what the judges have selected. I'm just having the privilege to announce who's the winner. And we are doing it for a company that is becoming a one-stop shop for Visa's APIs integration, that it can scale very easily. And I mean, that covers also a need that is in the market, because we need to continue providing that visibility to all the rest of the innovation platforms in the region. So with all of that, I think that you already knowing who's the winner for the 2021 version of the Visa Everywhere initiative, which is going to Nick in Finerio. Nick, congratulations. Thanks everyone for the great job that you have done in this version.
Wow.
Thank you so much. This is amazing.
Nick, how are you feeling?
I'm very excited. Thank you so much to the judges, to all the startups. Honestly, I'm really happy. I'm really surprised, and there was just such a level of competition. It was so high that everyone did so great. And yeah, I just want to thank the whole team. I want to thank the judges. I want to thank you guys at Visa. I want to thank our employees, everyone on the team. They've just done an incredible job, and yeah, I'm just super grateful, and I'm super excited to continue this journey. Thank you guys so much.
Incredible. Thank you, Nick, and congratulations again.
Congratulations.
That's a wrap. A big thank you to our judges and finalists again, and a very big congratulations again to our winners. And finally, thank you to you, our amazing audience, for being part of the Latin America and the Caribbean Visa Everywhere Initiative 2021. Learn more about the Visa Everywhere Initiative and how to partner with Visa. Visit visa.com/Everywhere Initiative. And don't forget to tune in on September 14th to watch the Visa Everywhere Initiative Global Finals. I'm your host, Abadesi Osinsade. Have a wonderful day and stay safe.